Wow. Just like that, it's not only Friday, but Hot Ones Season 17 is over. Huh. I'll make a comment about that in a minute. But first, let's get to my low and my high, my act of kindness. Um, I think my low would be the fact that it rained a lot. Like, seriously, it was like pouring on and off. Not like downpour, but like still really like incredibly like rainy and cold and damp, and no way anyone wanted to be outside yesterday. My high is the fact that I got to see someone very important to me yesterday. That was extremely nice. And my act of kindness was what was my act of kindness? Well, I did take care of some yesterday for my grandma. That was really cool. That was okay. Yeah. So yeah, I did nice stuff for my grandma yesterday. Just ran a little couple errands for her, nothing major. So good morning and happy Friday, everyone. I was actually going to elaborate on the fact that, the previous 100 days, from 1400 to 1449, they went by like that. Where a lot happened, but it was just so incredibly eventful and fun that it blew right by you. And in the best possible way, I mean. I bring this up because I swear that is the best way I could sum up Hot Ones Season 17. Like, and don't get me wrong, pretty much every Hot Ones season is inherently good. I can't really think of any bad ones, but in terms of like, since I started like incorporating my thoughts on that Hot Ones episode in my videos, I gotta be honest, this was a phenomenal season. There's no way I could describe it without, completely having to go over the top. It was a phenomenal season. I mean, you start off with an alumni of Hot Ones, Seth Rogen, whatever. That was really great. And then you had people like, Sebastian Stan. And I can't remember everyone who else was on the season. And Pusha T, even though Pusha T, failed. But then, like, you had really great episodes. Like Dave Grohl, Andrew Zimmern, and Josh Brolin yesterday, which was the perfect way to end off the season. I mean, I had forgotten just how many great films Josh Brolin was ever in. And it also didn't, because obviously I don't really know that much about Josh Brolin outside of, some of his filmography. But he actually went to this one, like, sort of like theater production company in Rochester. I live 2 hours away from Rochester. And he met like a lot of like influential actors that helped him become the actor who he is today. That's awesome. Right away, the episode starts off with him going, my father is a hot sauce now. I'm just like a trashy Tabasco guy. Well, the good news is, at least he was honest. Always give him props for honesty. And this really is one of those cases where Josh Brolin really has been in a lot of really serious characters in movies. You know, like he played Young K in Men in Black 3. He was on No Country for Old Men. He was the villain in the True Grit remake. And do I even need to mention Thanos in the MCU? Even when he plays a good guy, like in Gangster Squad. Shut up, Gangster Squad's a good movie. Honestly, like, it's a lot better. It's nowhere near as bad. I'll never forget watching I like Gangster Squad, man. Gangster Squad was actually good. And yet the critics on Rotten Tomatoes gave it like 29%. Like, it's a lot better than that. It's a 60 tops. It's 60 worst case scenario, I mean. So, there you go. Watch Gangster Squad. Watch the movie Gangster Squad. Okay. Where was I? The point I was making is he plays a lot of tough, gritty, sort of, tough characters, which is awesome. No, everybody loves those kind of guys. But throughout the episode, you just see that he's just so, approachable and witty and can be very complimentary. Seriously, he calls Sean Evans really clean. And he's like, "Who's your groomer, man? What do you?" And Sean Evans, "No, this is a one man show, man. This is I do it myself." And you know what? Now that I think about it, clean is probably, and I mean this in the best possible way. So Sean Evans, if you're ever watching this, no disrespect, clean might actually be one of the most perfect adjectives to describe you. And what I mean you're clean is, you are clean in being very, very accommodating, warm, approachable. Warm, no pun intended because of Holland. But you can engage Sean Evans in conversation, and you would immediately be okay to have a decent conversation with the guy. It's actually one of the reasons why I've always wanted to be on that one, just to meet the guy. Because, heck, Dave Grohl made friends with Sean Evans. I made friends with him too, That'd be really cool. And I always say Sean Evans is the best wingman in the game. So it works. If I keep up this pose long enough, this could eventually be the thumbnail. It's okay. But I have to say, the best part of the episode was when Josh Brolin took the last stab, and any sauce that was left on the board, he took the board and just like a big old saucy lollipop thing. Big old saucy lollipop thing. Wow, that's gonna come across as dirty somehow. But the point is, he licked the board clean. I'm like, dude, bravo. And here's the thing, Josh Brolin is asking questions like, "Has anyone ever thrown up on here?" He really, you really sound like, man, Josh Brolin could really, be the first to throw up on here. But, he didn't. And he took it like a champ. He made it to the bottom without, flinching. And I hope and I noticed that with a lot of guests this season, they make it really far before really feeling any physical pain until they get to the bomb. I hope a lot of fans don't really, comment on that. I hope they don't. Excuse me. Where was I? Right, I was talking about I mean, just like in many other episodes, Josh had asked Sean, like, how do you feel the next morning? And Sean's like, at this point, my body's gotten used to it, but like tomorrow for you, it's going to be bad. Full disclosure, I had a similar thing happen to me once. This was in my, I believe it was in my late 20s when I really started being more open to more food and having stuff like hot sauce and everything, because I really do like hot sauce. And I just put like a boatload of Frank's in my mac and cheese, and yep, that got me. And the worst part is it was dairy too. Oh, that's the worst part because it's mac and cheese. I wonder if my mom made mac and cheese tonight before she left for work. I think my mom works today, so probably, maybe. I'll have to see about that. Anything else? Well, the only thing that's really left to do is say to Sean Evans, Chris Schoenberger, and all the good men and women over at First We Feast who make what really could be described as the best internet show on YouTube. Thank you for a phenomenal season of Hot Ones. You know, I went into, this season with, it was the beginning of 2022 when, season 17 pretty much started. So, just like going into the new year, I went into this new season with fairly high expectations. A little worried that, not that they weren't going to live up to them, like, maybe they won't get the guest. And they got Andrew Zimmern, man. Andrew Zimmern was easily like the most looked forward to person I've always wanted to see on Hot Ones ever. And they got him. Now I'm hard pressed to think of anyone else who I want to see on Hot Ones in the future. Maybe Duff Goldman. Actually, I love Duff Goldman. He's awesome. Who in the right mind isn't going to want to say Snoop Dogg? Maybe Lil Wayne? Gosh. Well, we don't need to worry about that now. Right now, every Hot Ones fan is celebrating the end of a wonderful season of Hot Ones provided by Sean Evans and the good men and women over at First We Feast. So, right now, to those people, I say, thank you. To say I was thoroughly entertained this season is a gross understatement. And right now, I only ask that you take the time to get your rest, have the time to, relax, recharge your batteries, if you will. And, before you know it, we'll get to the beginning of season 18 and we'll begin with gusto. I don't really know what else to say. I just hope that, I just want to thank the good people over at First We Feast, and I hope that, they're getting all the rest they need before they get ready for season 18. Look, I'm pretty sure, I'm acting like this Hot One's gonna, listen, Hot Ones isn't gonna end. Not for a long time. In fact, Hot Ones is a proven commodity. If people want to see it, it's going to attract attention. It's going to get people to watch. It's going to be to watch forever at this point. I mean, I've been watching since, 2016, 2017, and, I haven't really looked back. So, man, I just realized a lot of the things I really like now are things I discovered or rediscovered like in the 2010s, like Hot Ones, One Piece, animated shows I love talking about. I guess in a way, my only real regret is I didn't start making videos a lot sooner. Because I always really did, but, there were a few things that I was dealing with. I mean, to be one thing, and I have touched on this before, I didn't like how I looked in terms of how much weight I had to lose. So that was usually one thing that had to go. But it's over. We're here now. I'm just going to revel in the fact that First Be Feast completed Hot Ones Season 17. I had fun. I hope all the other Spice Lords out there did too. So, I don't know what more to ask. I mean, yeah, I could ask you to like and favorite and share and hit that subscribe button and all that. But right now, I just want to say I'm very humbled that I got to see a great season of Hot Ones. I am very hopeful that the good people over First Be Feast are enjoying their time off. And again, getting their batteries recharged for season 18. And remember, if anyone wants to talk, I'm always going to listen. Take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.